Collective, welcome back to Cusp of Roses for your general energy check-in reading. This is just going to be a quick look into the cosmic energy that is influencing you in the now moment, supporting you, guiding you, connecting with you and your collective. All right, go ahead and get started with any affirmations, intentions, breath work, moments of silence, stillness, affirmations, more prayers that feel right for you to get yourself grounded and open so that you are available for the messages that are meant for you. You can be in tune with your own frequency so you can connect with what's meant for you to connect with, all right? And I'm going to do the same. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, my ascended ancestors, and all holy angels, thank you so much for being here with me and with the Leo-Virgo Cusp Collective here on YouTube. Thank you so much for clearing my energy and allowing me to channel the most important messages that the Leo-Virgo Cusp Collective here on YouTube needs to know in the now moment, hear in the now moment, receive in the now moment whenever this reading works find them, to guide them as to what cosmic energy, planets, houses, and transits are supporting them in the now moment, influencing them in the now moment, guiding them, protecting them, okay? And I thank you so much, Divine, for that guidance, for that clarity. I also thank you so much for your protection, your mercy, and your grace. And so it is. Okay, 2 more shuffles, Leo Virgo. Oh. And we will get started. All right, cosmic energy for Leo Virgo Cusp. You got Venus right out the gate. Love energy, vibration of 4 here. Okay. Love might be heavy on your mind. Just as I'm saying heavy on your mind, Mercury in the mind comes in. Okay, so this is a season where love, relationships, beauty, all things connected to the vibration of love might just be heavy on your mental right now, Leo Virgo. One more cosmic energy for Leo Virgo Cusp here on YouTube. Thank you. You got the moon and the soul. Okay, some of your souls are yearning for love, wanting love, desiring love. This could even just be self-love, right? Wanting to love yourself more or feeling the need to step up your self-care practices or do some self-love work. Others of you, this just feels like there's a lover on your mind here or someone that you want to connect in love with somehow, some way. Okay, someone that maybe aligns or feels tethered to your soul, and that just flew out. Tethered to your soul, that's deep. Okay, so you got that Mercury energy, vibration of 3. You got the moon here, vibration of 2. Oh, look at that. And you got Venus, the vibration of 4. So there's definitely progression, okay? Definitely progression from 2, 3 to 4. Yeah, let's do that. We'll start by looking into the moon here, vibration of 2, okay? Then we'll move into the vibration of 3 here with Mercury in the mind. So we'll check your soul, we'll check your mind, and then we'll get into your heart space with Venus here, vibration of 4 and love, okay? Some of you, it feels like you're ready for a partnership, a love cycle that feeds your soul, if that makes sense, and mind maybe. So maybe you've had a lot of love connections here, Leo Virgo, that were very physical, or the attraction was a lot of physical energy, right? But not so much tethered to the soul, connected to the soul type of energy or exchange between you and your past lovers or a current lover. Take it how it resonates for some of you. And then it also feels like your soul is almost evolving to a point where you want a love that also connects to you mentally, or that provides some sort of mental stimulation here. It's like your soul is yearning for more than what you've actually experienced when it comes to love here. And it feels like that is very either heavy on your mind right now, Leo Virgo, or it's like realizing that there has to be a mental connection in order for the love to work, in order for you to feel a deeper connection to these love interests or this love person, or you know what I'm saying, like in that vibration. Okay, that's interesting. Very deep here, Leo Virgo, right off the bat. We're going to dig a little deeper, even deeper, into these energies with the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. It's a new tarot here to my channel. I found it on Etsy. Absolutely gorgeous. So you can search it there if you're interested, okay? But thank you so much, Divine, for these beautiful messages for Leo Virgo cusp energies here on YouTube. Show me what they need to know about the moon, Ace of Swords, and the Five of Swords. Oh, you know. Okay. What I love about this combination, though, it's like even if maybe you've been in some sort of mental conflict, and maybe that's why that mind, the Mercury, is out here. We also, Leo Virgo, have entered the Mercury retrograde transit here. So it's this, I just feel like here, long story short, Leo Virgo, it feels like whatever was conflicting you mentally when it comes to love for some of you, or trying to figure out what you desire, what you want in love, it's like that clarity is going to come in super strong. Ace of Swords. Okay. Some of you, it's like not understanding why your soul is conflicted in maybe a current love connection that you're a part of, or this doesn't even have to be romantic love. This could be platonic love. Take it how it resonates. But for some of you, there's this conflict. There's this like mental conflict or block when it comes to this connection, or when it comes to love, maybe even just in general. The idea of love causes conflict for you. But it feels like there will be a breakthrough in consciousness, a breakthrough in awareness for you, Leo Virgo, that really gets you to see not only your soul, but maybe even see the soul of others a little bit clearer. Because that could also play a role in it, right? Not being able to really tap into people or connect with people and trust that who they say they are. It's kind of that energy with the Five of Swords. It's like, yeah, your soul's elevating to a point here where it's awakening into a higher vibration, right? So then you're able to recognize the lower and higher vibrations in others. Okay, and for some of you, you might actually realize you're connected to something or someone that is operating from a space of deception. Okay, but we'll look a little bit deeper into that. Thank you so much, Divine. Okay, tell me more about the Five of Swords, Queen of Wands. Okay. So this could be represent someone that you feel conflicted about, Leo Virgo. This could, again, this could even, like I said, for some of you, this just is a total self-reflection moment. This isn't tethered to anybody but you, right? Your relationship with the divine, your relationship with the universe, God, your spirit, okay? Because that's spiritual energy here, Queen of Wands, right? So some of you, yeah, some of you, it's a conflict with someone who maybe represents this energy, but it feels like it's like an internal thing is what I really want to focus on. And like I said, there could be some sort of mental blockage. Like for some of you, this Queen of Wands represents your soul energy. It's Leo energy, right? For me as a reader, you don't have to quote me on that. But for me as a reader, the Queen of Wands is Leo energy. Stronger than it is Sag or Sagittarius or Aries. But it's all fire. But needless to say, we are doing your reading here, Leo Virgo. So it feels like this is you at the core. This is your soul's representation, the Queen of Wands. But for some reason, you're mental, or you just feel conflicted about being this Queen of Wands or stepping into that type of energy or power or vibration somehow, some way here. But again, it feels like whatever that hesitation is with this Five of Swords, or whatever you're not seeing clearly, or what some of you are dealing with projections of others when it comes to the Queen of Wands. And meaning like you have a perception of people who embody the Queen of Wands energy that maybe, yeah, you have a certain perception about it that keeps you from actually tapping into that power within you, if that makes sense. It's like shunning away a part of yourself, Leo Virgo, due to the perception of that vibration or people who resonate in that energy. And it's like gaining clarity on, oh, okay, I see the power, or I see the, it's almost like I see how that this Queen of Wands energy serves the soul in a way, or like is connected to my soul, or I see that now in me. Because like for some of you, it just feels like you weren't seeing this Queen of Wands in yourself. Okay, and maybe others, Five of Swords, were seeing it in you, but it's like you couldn't trust it, Five of Swords, right? But now it's like being able to clearly see that you are the Queen of Wands, right? You can embody this energy. Some of you definitely want to maybe watch the weekly reading if you haven't already. It talks about being safe in your own body, right? Grounding your energy. This is a part of your vibration, Leo Virgo. So if this is energy that you've been shunning or shutting off or separating yourself from, it feels like this is a season that you need to reconnect with it. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands vibration for the moon and soul. Yeah, Six of Swords. Beautiful. I love that. So that's what I'm saying. You again, a lot of progression here, Leo Virgo. So whatever you're doing to maintain your vibration, to expand your awareness, to just keep going on this journey, right, of spiritual growth here, keep doing it, because you have the 2, 3, 4, you got the 5, the ace to the 6, right? So there's that slowly but surely making your steps in process forward, which is beautiful. But with this Six of Swords, it's seeing again very clearly how whatever that blockage you were having around this Queen of Wands was maybe holding you back, or again, it's like not seeing the value. For some of you, yeah, for some of you, it's not seeing the value in embodying Queen of Wands energy. Having a certain perception about it that kept you from valuing that energy, not only in others, but within yourself. But again, it feels like this Ace of Swords comes in, a gift from the divine, to show you how valuable this Queen of Wands energy is, and not only how valuable it is, but how it's exactly the vibration you're heading towards. It's a part of you that a part of your soul that you need to kind of ground in here. Okay, let's look into the Mercury energy. Thank you so much, Divine. Tell me more about Mercury in the mind for Leo Virgo cusp energies on YouTube here. We have the Monarch, the Emperor. Okay. Very powerful energy. I like the butterflies though, because it means that there's a shift in power that's happening. Yeah, Three of Swords. Some of you this could even just be like, maybe you experience some not so pleasant energy from a Queen of Wands. Like maybe you encountered a Queen of Wands energy in reverse, right? That's someone who is very manipulative, just, you know, it's a lot, right? A lot to deal with fire in reverse, or when fire is being used out of balance, okay? And maybe that could be the situation. Others of you, I feel like this Queen of Wands is you. And I feel like for some of you, what's on the mind when it comes to love is maybe an Emperor, okay? An Emperor who either betrayed you at one point, caused some sort of heartbreak, okay? Mind you, do not beat yourself up for revisiting pain, for things coming back up. We are under Mercury retrograde, and so you have to trust that it's intentional, right? That energy is coming back up for you to either remember the lessons that you learned, to continue to learn a lesson, right? To not forget something. There's something about this Three of Swords that was unforgettable, and not in a good way, I feel. Okay? Not in a good way. But it's coming up for a reason here. Okay? What's going on with this Monarch and the Three of Swords, the Emperor and the Three of Swords for Leo Virgo in connection to Mercury? Yeah, the Nymph of Swords. Okay. So again, it's awareness. So whatever this memory, for some of you, it's memories of dealing with this Emperor. Which is Aries energy. Okay. Yeah, it's just memories of dealing with this Emperor that feels like it's surfing or just heavy on your mind, okay? Which could be why you're maybe thinking about love, or again, having to do some healing work around love for some of you. We do have Chiron in retrograde right now, which is the Wounded Warrior asteroid. So it's the Nymph of Swords. It's coming up for you to be aware of something, to pay attention to a pattern, to look at the details, because it feels like whatever, again, they're giving me the word blockage, whatever blockage you might be experiencing now when it comes to connecting to that vibration. This is just pure self-confidence here with the Queen of Wands. Some of you getting that confidence back into your energy, into your soul, into like how you carry yourself almost, or just how you move. The blockage is centered around whatever this Three of Swords was with this Emperor. And I can hear it. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm annoyed, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, try not to push that away, because it's something important that you really do need to sort through. Page of Swords. Right? It's something that you have to pay attention to, because it's like a key in the details. And again, if you haven't watched the weekly balance reading, you definitely might want to, because it kind of reflects that energy a little bit, or it might give you some more insight. But it's in the details of what happened with this betrayal with this Emperor that the divine doesn't want you to remember, or wants to maybe keep on your mind, because it feels like for some of you there could be a new love cycle coming. And if you forget the lessons that you've learned from this betrayal, it almost feels like you put yourself at risk to go through it all over again, or come up against that same situation somehow, some way. Okay? Some of you, it's just don't forget your own power here, especially with the Queen of Wands. Move forward in your power. Move forward, releasing whatever. Yeah, it feels like this Five of Swords is connected to this Emperor here, especially with the Three of Swords. So whatever mind games were played, especially with Mercury in the mind here, whatever mind games were played, whatever was projected onto you, Leo, Virgo, it's like you got to do the work to kind of sort through that and see the higher perspective of why this Emperor would try to manipulate you in that way, right? Like, why would they be in the Three of Swords? It's because there's some sort of imbalance within them, okay? And that's just what I feel. And so that's the clarity. That's the Ace of Swords. That's the gift of moving forward. That there was really nothing wrong with you. It's like, some of you with this situation, it's like how, and that's been in my, I gotta start, okay, sorry, I'm talking to myself here, but like, I gotta start getting those messages out, because that idea of you are what you attract, right? Or like attracts like, is actual and factual and very true, okay? But you also attract the opposite, right? Opposites also attract. And it feels like you attracted this Emperor, and whatever the betrayal was, whatever you went through, whatever this deception or the mind games was, it's like you almost absorbed it as if you deserved it, right? Because of like attracts like. So there must be a flaw or something wrong with me, right? There must be something wrong with me for me to go through this betrayal here, or have to experience that with this Emperor. And I think that's what the divine is trying to get you to see here, that you kind of have like the green light to move forward. There's a lot of green here, in confidence, knowing that there was nothing wrong with you, Leo, Virgo. It just feels like there was an imbalance with this Emperor. Okay, that was, again, projected onto you. And it's like the sooner you see that and hold on to that as truth, and maybe that's that Page of Swords, see that pattern, right? Connect those dots with this Page of Swords. and allow that to be truth in your mind, it's like that's what moves you forward or opens you up for this new love cycle. Okay? And that could also just be the warning that when this new love cycle comes, try not to bring along the pain from this past person. Okay? From this past emperor. Okay? Tell me more about this Page of Swords for Leo Virgo. Yep. Hangman, right? Or the Hanged One. Meditation in this particular deck. And that's what I'm saying. Take time to connect the dots. For some of you, there's a specific situation or there's a specific moment or maybe a couple, maybe 3 specific moments of betrayal that stand out with this emperor that the divine is bringing back into your foremind or back into your consciousness in order for you to connect the dots. There's similarities between these 3 instances with this emperor that you need to pay attention to, take note of, and kind of jog it to memory or pin it to your memory. Okay? And that you can do the more you take time to see things from a different perspective, the more you take time to meditate, the more you take time to sit in stillness. Okay? Some of you, it's like don't run from the memories of that because they're coming up for a reason. Okay? Again, it just feels like that's very specific. There's 3 situations that happen with this emperor that all have a similar pattern, or there's some sort of common line that the divine is trying to get you to see. Yeah, okay? So that when new love comes in, you approach it a little different, right? Or that energy or those patterns are still kind of fresh in the mind. And not to bring the pain along, but it's awareness. Okay? Let's look into this love energy. Thank you so much, Divine. Tell me more about Venus for Leo Virgo. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. And that's what I was talking about. If you don't find that pattern or really embrace whatever this 3 of Swords was, because that's the only way you get to the 4 of Swords, right? And move through it and recognize the deception with the 5 of Swords and get to the 6 of Swords, right? You're just going to find yourself in the same pattern, Leo Virgo. Okay? And I feel like you guys don't want to do that. And again, if you already have and you're realizing, oh, I'm in the same situation, that's fine. That's okay, right? We're all human here. It's all a learning process. So be gentle with yourself if that is your situation. Like you're looking back and realizing like, oh, this is the same thing I went through. I just did it again, right? That's okay. Now you know, right? Yeah, and there you go, the 8 of Cups. Some of you, that's exactly what the situation is. So you might have fallen into a similar pattern here from previous connections or in previous, just again, fallen into another pattern that you're realizing that you got to let go of. You got to purge yourself from. You got to walk away once and for good from that energy. Again, whatever happened with this emperor, it's something super important here that you have to kind of commit to memory so that you don't find yourself stuck and stagnant when it comes to love again. Or for some of you, it's like, some of you, for some of you, you might have absorbed this pattern, again, like I said, as a reflection of who you are. So you're living out the betrayal or living in that pattern, thinking that that's who you are when it's like you're not. That's not who you are. It's not a reflection of you. It was a reflection of the imbalance with this emperor. So that's why the divine is like, it's okay to let that go, right? Some of you, it's just because the situation didn't work out, or again, it caused some sort of stagnancy. It's like you also have to let that go. Okay, because I feel like at this point, Leo Virgo, you might be holding yourself stuck, right? Like keeping yourself stuck in a situation that isn't growing. 7 of Pentacles. Isn't getting you to that Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay? So it might be time to walk away here, Eight of Cups. Or just let go emotionally. In the sense of whatever this betrayal was with this Emperor, just letting it go. Right? Making peace with it. Meditation. Okay? Some of you really need peace of mind when it comes to that situation. Okay? Tell me more about this Eight of Cups in connection to Venus for Leo Virgo. Thank you. Nymph of Cups. Offer yourself compassion here, Leo Virgo. I'll say it several hundred times. Okay? You got to create a safe space for yourself. Okay? It's that vibe of, if you knew what you know now back then, right? Ace of Swords. If you had that level of consciousness and awareness back then, you would have maybe moved on. You would have recognized the Five of Swords in this Emperor and moved forward with the quickness. Okay? And move forward not only in a quickness, but with your worth intact. Because some of you, it feels like this betrayal, is Three of Swords and Five of Swords, really knocked at your self-worth. So you have to offer yourself compassion here. You have to allow yourself to feel what you feel. Because some of you have been running from it. Okay, which is why this keeps circling back into your mental. Because you're not taking the time to, again, make peace with it. Got to feel it to heal it, Leo Virgo, okay? But this is also walking away, right? Eight of Cups is the only way that you can make room and space for a new love connection. So it just feels like the vibration of this Emperor is still kind of lingering in your aura and your energy, which is keeping you from actually being open to new love cycles. So it's like you keep moving through the Seven of Pentacles. You're just kind of keeping yourself at the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you subconsciously, because we do have the moon here in the back of this Eight of Cups, which means you kind of have to dig a little deep into your subconscious mind to really see, again, why is this betrayal with this Emperor continuously popping up for you or coming back around in this cycle of retrogrades, right? Again, we have so many planets retrograde, so it's kind of par for course that whatever's still not healed or hasn't been fully faced or embraced or accepted or integrated here is coming back up for that work to happen, okay? Tell me more about this Page of Cups for Venus. Yeah. Fear. That's exactly what it is. It's almost like, Leo Virgo, I feel like some of you have subconsciously convinced yourself that you're safer at the Seven of Pentacles. It's safer to be stuck and stagnant than to take a risk and let go. To walk away and open yourself up to something new. Because, again, it's just a lot of fear. This is the Devil card in this deck. It's just a lot of fear. And I feel like it's rightfully so. So I'm definitely not here saying you have no reason to be fearful. Absolutely not. Because with this Five of Swords, Three of Swords, I can sense that it's a really deep-rooted fear. And it has validity to it. But, Leo Virgo, if you do want love, right? If you do want that opportunity to open up your heart space again, share in your heart space with someone else, right? Like, have that deep loving connection with someone, that soul connection like we were talking about earlier, then you got to walk away from the fear of moving forward, right? Got to walk away from the fear of moving forward. The fear of letting go. Okay? Because again, some of you are keeping yourself stuck. I won't say intentionally, but it just feels like subconsciously, okay? Alrighty, Leo Virgo, this has been your general energy reading. I hope you found it helpful and insightful and maybe filled with some confirmation on what you got going on in the now moment or what's to come. Definitely let me know what resonated with you in the comment section below. Check the description box. It has all the ways you can connect with me on social media. Follow me at Cusp of Roses on Instagram. You can check out my website if you're ever interested in a personal reading. There's free links to find out your natal charts and multiple calculations and different studies of astrology. So look into all of it, study all of it, okay? See what resonates with you. And I will see you, Leo Virgo, in your next reading. All right? Namaste. Oh, thank you, Scott Thompson, for being here. And if you're interested in a personal love, you can check my description box, okay? But I will see you, Leo Virgo, in the next one. Namaste.